Hi, good morning, everyone, or I guess it's afternoon now. My name is Sam Crutzen. I'm a program manager in Core Services Engineering. We're the internal IT organization at Microsoft. Today, I wanted to share with you a little bit of information about how we're using SharePoint and Microsoft Search to help our users find content. Now, if you've been in any of the search sessions or seen any of the keynotes this week, you know we've introduced as a company a lot of new stuff, new exciting stuff in the Microsoft Search space. I'm not going to go into the individual features so much. I'm going to let you rely on what you've seen in those sessions, either live or on demand. But rather, I'm going to focus the majority of my session on the sort of practical things, the actual things we've implemented internally, a combination of custom code, processes, and whatnot, to help our users find the stuff that they're looking for. So without further ado, let me just show you this slide in brief. So what this slide is really telling us is Microsoft's pretty big. You know, in total, we're coming up on 400,000 site collections between modern and classic. We've got a couple 100,000 more OneDrive for Business, and that presents a big searching, finding information challenge. And so what we're going to talk about today is the things we're doing to help our users find their content. So number one is we've changed our processes. We've simplified our tagging processes to just 2 managed properties, for and about. So one of the things that we found is here we're trying to promote tagging of content using metadata tags, just as many of you may have done. And we were finding that people were just resisting. We're asking them to do too much. And so we reduced it as we are modernizing our portals down to just 2. For this is the target audience. Are you a salesperson? Are you in HR? Are you in engineering? And about. What is the content about? And this is tags like Windows, Azure, SharePoint, Office, whatever. So that's number one. Second thing we're doing is we're accelerating our transition to modern site types. And I'll show you a little bit more about this in a second. And third, we're building solutions that leverage content and information in the search space to make our users more effective at finding content, whether in search, in the UI, or elsewise. So with that, let's switch over to the demos, because demos are much more fun than slides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about in brief is the for and about tags. So here's an actual in-production page on our IT site internally at Microsoft. And if I go ahead and hit on the Page Details tab, whoops, are we not? We'll duplicate. We didn't test this before we went live. There we go. All right, so what we're seeing right here is the IT site we use internally to show information about the services and solutions we offer in IT. And you can see here in the page details, we've got exactly what I was telling you about, the for and about tags. What we've found is by connecting these tags to managed properties, crawled properties to managed properties, I should say, we've improved relevance of the items in search by 3%. And that's really kind of important for authoritative managed content. You really want that stuff to come up at the top over the sort of random information across the company. Now, the 3% boost, let's put that in really meaningful terms. This page went from number 50 to search item number 1 when this search term was used. So this can make a pretty big difference in your environment. So the second thing we're going to talk about is modern. So here's a little demo site I put together. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how modern itself, just switching to modern, has improved our search results. Search, as you have probably seen in some of the other Microsoft Search-based sessions, we've got this huge effort to move all of our search-related stuff into what we call internally the substrate, or Microsoft Search. And in modern search, what we've found is just that switch alone has improved our search relevance dramatically. Number one, because it's up in the cloud, we're taking advantage of the latest search ranking technology. And because it's in the cloud, we have reduced the number of calls made to generate a single SERP request down from multiple down to just 1. So in addition to the relevance benefits, just going to modern all by itself improves the search that you have at a company. So the second thing is to talk about how we're using hub sites. So you can see, if we go up here to the top, you've probably seen this in some of the other demos. First of all, actually I should clarify what you're looking at here. So this is in my demo site. I've set up the fictional internal division at Microsoft devoted to the creation and consumption of sweet goods. And in that site, we've got the top level hub site, and then associated sites, cakes and ice cream and candy and so on and so forth. And that's what you're seeing here. So if we go to the search box, zero search term query, even before I start typing things, you start to see that search results are getting returned from across the hub. And if indeed I start typing a query like cakes, you start to see that I'm getting search results from other sites within the hub. And we find that this is a really dramatic improvement, a much better way to make sure that users who come to a divisional site, maybe a function-driven site like HR, finance, IT, et cetera, that they're getting content that's related to that top-level hub site. So let's take that a little further. Another advantage to Modern that was actually there in Classic, but it was kind of hard to use, is audience targeting. This is something we actually introduced last year, but if you haven't seen it before, I'll go into edit mode here on this page, and I'll go into edit settings on this content right here, which is actually just a news web part. And I'll go down here and I'll turn on audience targeting. And what you'll see is that the content will change here momentarily. And what it's doing is it's using security groups to decide, to help show the right content to the end user. So at Microsoft, these security groups are based around geography, division, who do you report up to, and additional attributes that we, you can imagine that are appropriate at an enterprise like Microsoft. So in this way, we're helping users, they don't even have to go looking for the content that's relevant to their job, to their role, because we're showing them the right content right from the beginning. Now we'll take that a little step further. So how does that done? So here we are on one of the search results page on one of my associated sites. And if I go into page details, you come over here. In fact, I'll go into edit mode so I can show it in full. We'll go to page details. And down here, so the audience field, so this is something you have to turn on your pages library. And once you have it turned on, you'll find that you can use Office 365 groups, created up in the cloud natively, or security groups that were mastered on-prem and synchronized up to the cloud. So for example, if I started typing in Office, you see that the security groups that exist within Microsoft would show up, and this would preferentially show content. Now before I move on from this topic, I just wanted to clarify, this is not a replacement for security trimming. This is a way to show the right content to your end users, independent of security trimming. So, for example, we're actually not doing this on our own HR site, but it's an example that everyone kind of gets. At Microsoft, we have 20 different parental leave policies. And so it's not that we want to prevent someone from seeing the parental leave policy in a different country, we just want to show them the right one. And if that scenario matches something that you have in your environment, then audience targeting is the right approach for you. So let's take that a step further. So this is something brand new and showing up in an environment near you very soon. So audience targeting in the navigation element. So here we are on MSW. This is our corporate portal. This is actually the version of it that's about to go live. And if we go in here into the edit navigation menu for the hub site nav, you'll see if we go down far enough, we've got this little people icon next to individual elements in the navigation. If I go here into edit, you'll see that we've got this new field for audience targeting right here in the nav. And so in this way, you can show your users how to get to the content that they need, that's relevant to them in their job, in their role, in their location, whatever it is, right here in the nav. Now the thing I'll point out is you can target content directly in the nav, like this one's obviously targeted to users in Australia, but you can also target entire sections within the nav. So you could have an entire header section and everything below it be targeted as well. Now, so that's coming to an environment near you. Fast following that will be also audience targeting in the footer. Now I can't show you the targeting in the footer, but one of the things we have announced and we are shipping is the mega footer here at the bottom. So it's a common practice for probably a lot of you at the company. Maybe you've built some customizations. Maybe if you're already on Modern, you're doing it via extension. Well, now it's going to be in product. We can have this mega footer solution, or as we're calling the product, the extended footer solution, and you'll be able to audience target those nodes as well. All right, let's keep the train rolling. So now let's talk about, so we've talked about the benefits of Modern. We've talked about the way we're simplifying our tagging to improve adoption and findability of our content. The last thing we're going to talk about is sort of some of the customizations we've built in our environment as maybe a way to give you some ideas on what you might be able to accomplish in your own environments once you get back home. So the first one I'm going to show you is, so I've executed a query here for a shuttle, and you can see that we've built this related searches section here at the top, a very common thing. A lot of us used to do this in Classic. It got a little harder for a little time, for a bit in Modern, but now of course you can insert extensions into your search engine results page. And the way we've built this one is that when someone executes a query and they go down the list and they choose on an individual search item, we record that click, specifically the user's profession. And so we put together the search result that they clicked on next to their profession. And now the next time that someone comes in with that same profession and executes the same query, then we show them, a similar query, and they click on the same result, then we show them the related queries. We assume that because they ended up in the same place, those search query terms are related. So that's number one. Number two, and for us, maybe this will apply only to our larger enterprises, but we also dropped in a search extension right at the bottom of our page. And so, we've built it in so you can provide feedback right in the page. You can request a best bet, or you can help me find it. So we have a small team of librarians that manages our best bets. They manage our corporate library. They manage our managed metadata service. You put in a request here, and they'll help you go out and find the content that you need to find that maybe you were unsuccessful in finding internally. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is task completion. In fact, we'll just go here. We'll stay right in this window. We'll re-execute the query and hope for the internet gods to be kind. All right, right here at the top, what you're seeing is a task completion card that we've built in. This is another SharePoint extension that we've built in. We've dropped it at the top of the page. And you're going to see that it's got two tabs. The first one is our shuttle tab. So in this case, I've typed in the query term for shuttle. And right within the context of the search results page, I can choose what building I want to go from, what building I want to get to. Maybe I want to go to building 34 for a meeting with the SharePoint team. And I can hit the reserve shuttle button. Since I'm here in Florida, I won't actually go ahead and click on that button. But in that way, that's one of our big initiatives, is to allow users to do task completion right from within the search page without having to then go to another page altogether. Now the second tab for the eagle-eyed, we've also got this glossary solution here. So our librarians, the same folks that manage our taxonomy, we've created a node within our taxonomy which holds terms and definitions. And so, if someone wants to know what the latest acronym is, what the latest buzzword at Microsoft, they can come here to MSW, they execute a query for that, and it'll show it right here. The last thing second to last thing I'll show you is something you may have seen somewhere else, but it's part of the same team, the same effort. And so if I go here into Bing and I execute a query for time off, you kind of see this Bing, what's our current branding on this? Microsoft Search, it used to be called Bing for Business. And so for the time off query, it's another angle on that task completion metaphor that we're going for. So time off brings up this little section here. And if I go ahead and click on Launch App, well, number one, it shows me the amount of time I currently have available. But right from within, via a Power App, you can actually go ahead and complete the task. So for example, if I'm coming back from Ignite and I'm exhausted and maybe I want a day off next week, I could come in here, choose a date, complete the time off request, and that logs it into our internal timekeeping system. So that's another way that we're enabling users to complete the task that they're after without ever having to leave the search experience. All right, and do we have any search people or devs in the room that want to know how we're testing some of this stuff? Anyone? Couple? Yeah, a couple. All right, I'll show you this. So the last thing I'll show you with the time I have remaining, then we'll go to questions, is how we're flighting these new features. So what you're looking at here is sort of a behind the scenes, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. And what you're seeing here is a select view of profile data. And so what we've done is we've built a reporting chain out of the profile data, as well as a field that contains various flights that we want to test. So flights, for those who aren't familiar with the term, different code that we want to test on our internal user base. So for example, you see here under flight, my personal account is currently flighted for related searches and the shuttle card, the thing I was showing you just a moment ago. This allows us to target content based on user, based on reporting chain, based on division. So that way you can kind of test things out before you roll them globally. And indeed, you can show different experiences to different people in an A/B test and kind of get an idea of what's working and what's not. So with that, we have a couple minutes left. I've just flown through a whole bunch of content. Are there any questions I can take? Yes, please.
You said the target audiencing for navigation is Q2?
Sorry?
Release for target audiencing on navigation is?
Audience targeting, it is live in our environment right now, you saw. I believe that's coming out in calendar Q1, which is our Q3, so early next year.
And with that, are there any roadmaps for web part target audiencing for web parts?
So I think the question was, can you target an entire web part like we could in Classic? Is that the right? We have no roadmap on that for now. Our current approach is to target the content in specific and then roll it up via search based on those targeting properties. That's a good question. Any other questions? Yeah, right back here.
So it looked like you had a feedback system for when you execute a search and you click on something that is maybe third down the row. Do you guys have any system in the future that might be, okay, I searched for this, I didn't see it anywhere in the list, but then I navigated and found it later. Like when I typed in that search term, that's what I actually wanted. Is there any sort of connection mechanism that you can make so that when people do search for that, they find that document that you were intending to find?
Yeah, it's a good question. So our approach is we've got a free text field to sort of accommodate that thing. We don't really have any instrumentation that persists once you go outside the search results page to then kind of signal it in some way to get into the index. Now that said, most of our major portals also have a feedback section, and we would love, though we wouldn't always get or expect, that they would put feedback there that say, hey, we had trouble finding this, and then they can improve either their title, their tags, etc. Good question. All right. All right, well, it seems like there's no further questions, so what I'll do is let me put a slide back up. All right, so there's a few related sessions at Ignite. If you have not heard of the Hub Sites feature, or you want to learn about an exciting new feature that we announced just this week called Related Hubs, it's a way, so if you know what a hub is, you can associate a site to a hub. Well, imagine you can associate hubs to hubs, and so you can build like a whole divisional structure. That's Melissa Torres. She's a little bit later today. I encourage you to go to that session. It's a good way to help your users find content, as well as a whole bunch of other sessions here on the screen. So, speaking for myself, I'll be in the booth for the next 3.5, 4 hours. So if you have any questions that you want to take up with me one-on-one, that's where you can find me. The IT booth is underneath the black security banner. And I thank you for coming.